Hi traders, this is Focus Trader, and in this video we're going to have a look at the indicator I've created for Tradingview, and it is called ICT liquidity indicator. So obviously it's for ICT trading concepts, and it displays and allows also some cool stuff around liquidity of different sessions, etc. So let's get into it. Let's open the settings and let's have a look what is here. So first thing we need to mention and we need to set is pivot highs and pivot lows. This number basically represents number of bars on the left and right which are smaller. So most of you will know this, but just to be sure, this should be pivot high with 5 neighbors. Basically there will be 5 candles, 1 2 3 4 5, and 1 2 3 4 5 nice candles you can see. Okay, so there will be 5 candles on the right and on the left, which will be smaller or have smaller high than this candle here. So they shouldn't or need not to look like this. They could look also something like this, but the high will be high. So let's end my drawing, it's terrible, and let's go to another things that we want to set. So pivot highs and lows, the same also works for pivot lows. So there will be 5 candles on the left and right which will have a higher low. So that's basically it. So pivot highs and lows. Okay, important thing about this is that let's go to smaller time frame, for example, I don't know, 1 minute, and let's get to the end here and let's wait after this calculates. Okay, so what we see here, this green lines is New York liquidity, the New York pivot highs. You can see that they are set green. This blue is London, and then there is red, which is Asia. So how can we have a look at the liquidity from high time frames in this? So when we were on 30-minute time frame, we have setting of 5. So how many 1 minute candles are there in 30 minutes candles? 30. Yeah, easy. So we need to multiply this by 30, which will be 150, and wait for it, and now we can see a graph of liquidity or liquidities from higher time frames. So right now we are looking at liquidity from 30 minutes. Okay, so let's confirm when we will step to 30 minutes and change setting to 5, and it will be hard to remember the visuals, but just trust me, it is so. Okay, so another things that we can do with this indicator, so you can see there is Asia, London, and New York. So what does these settings do? So first, basically you can turn off liquidity of that current session. So let's just say that we are ICT traders and we want to trade London kill zone. So let's just display the liquidity lines of Asia. So turn off London, turn off New York. Okay, wait for it, and we should see only the red liquidity lines, and it is so perfect. Okay, so the good thing about this indicator is also that you can turn on background of London. We will see crazy blue color, so we'll need to change opacity a bit. So we'll just wait after it calculates. 1 2 3 4 5, perfect, and we are getting to, I don't know, 9. Nice number. Okay, so right now we are looking at the background of London session. This blue background is London session. Obviously you can change color to white, for example, so it will be maybe a bit nicer. So you can also custom it to your visuals, because I'm using dark theme for Tradingview. So you can have your own settings. You can play with it as you'd like. Okay, so let's see. we're looking at the gray zone and we see there is a Asia liquidity grabbed and price reversed. Let's get here. We have Asia liquidity grabbed, reversed. We have this Asia liquidity grabbed, reversed a bit, but there was some sort of consolidation there. This is significant liquidity from Asia. There are two highs here, so this is probably very important. And also liquidity grabbed here, reversed. But this is not in London. This is in London, so liquidity grabbed, reversed, grabbed, consolidated a bit, but we are in strong downtrend, so maybe it's not a good idea to trade long. And here, perfect example, perfect trend. Yeah, so this is Asia liquidity grabbed, reversed. Also, there is liquidity here, but it worked as a support. You see that this candle rejected and continued up, okay, or pulled back. And another opportunity was here, and we can continue on and on in the past. Okay, so this is a way to use this liquidity. What I like personally, I like setting my liquidities to arrows because it's much nicer and much more convenient. So let's just turn it on, and let's say that we'll want to trade New York kill zone. So let's turn on liquidity also from London. Let's change all liquidities to similar color or the same color, the white, and let's turn on background of New York. Okay, so let's wait until it calculates. These three buttons is that the script is calculating, and let's change again opacity to 10%, and we can see this is a New York session. This is a liquidity grab, but this is a strong trend move. But let's go to the history, and liquidity grabbed here, liquidity probably grabbed here, liquidity surely grabbed here, liquidity perfectly grabbed here, but this liquidity was created in the intersection of London and New York, and liquidity grabbed in New York here, etc. So depending on your style, depending on your trading system that you are using, you want to look for trade or trading opportunities. So let's just go, for example, let me just draw this here, and let me just confirm that it's working correctly. So let's go to 1 minute, and let's change this setting to 30 times, because 30-minute candles are in 30-minute time frames. So change this to 150, and we should see line here. Perfect. Okay, so confirmed, it works. Okay, so this is the thing you need to remember to change the number of pivot highs and lows here for you to display the liquidity of higher time frames in smaller time frames. Yeah, so this is another interesting feature. So let's get back to 30 minutes. Let's again change this value to 5, and let's speak about alerts. So let's say that you want to trade a London kill zone of Asia liquidity. So we will turn on Asia liquidity, we will turn off Asia alert, we will turn on London alert, we will turn on background, but it's not necessary, just visual. The function is in London alert, and we'll also turn off New York. So this settings basically will do the thing that it will trade liquidity only from Asia, and it will alert you only on London. Yeah, so we see that it was here. So let's create alert, right button mouse, or you can click here, so whatever you like, create alert, select ICT liquidity script, and choose the setting you like. You can notify on app, you can show pop-up, you can send email, and you will press create. So right now what I've did is that every time that liquidity is grabbed in this specific time frame that I left turned on here, the London, only in London, I will be alerted when the liquidity of Asia, and only the liquidity of Asia, only this liquidity is grabbed. So only in this gray area and only the liquidity of Asia, I will be alerted. So I can see this alert here, and you can see that it has settings of 5, etc., etc. So if we, for example, would like to go back to 1 minute and set this number again to 150. Let's wait until it calculates. Okay, you can see that the setting of alert didn't change, and it is caused, that's the thing that we want, that's the way that we want to behave, because what Tradingview does, when you create alert, it saves current setting of the indicator to Tradingview servers, and it uses the same configuration that was there when you created the alert. So if you change, you can change then settings whatever you like, so you are not bound to that you need to have open this window with this indicator with that specific setting. You can do whatever you like, because when you create alert, it stays there in the settings that you used. So this is perfect feature. So you can set this kind of alerts for any instrument, whatever you like, and it will work as you need to and as you set it to. So again, let me change settings, and let me draw also liquidity of London. Let's not alert on London, and let's alert on New York, or I can alert in any session. So the alert time means that it's time when you are trading. So let me focus on New York, because I will trade throughout New York session. I will trade Asia London liquidity. I could also trade New York liquidity from before, from the past, from the last days. It's also possible. So everything that I checked here will be alerted. Okay, so we can see that New York is still green. So let me change it to white just for convenience, and I can choose it to only send me alerts in New York, because this will be the time that I'm trading, and not to alert me in any other time. So this is a perfect thing about this indicator, that it alerts you when liquidity is grabbed from Asia, from London, from New York, or just from New York, or just from London. You can set this whatever you like, but you will be alerted only at the session that you choose here, here, and here. Okay. So this is another cool feature. So you can change your visuals, you can set alerts, you can set pivot highs and lows. I'm also planning to improve this indicator, that you will have table of time frames here. So you will basically have these settings that I have here for most used time frame. I know that some of you guys use 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I don't know, 4 hour, etc. So I will also I will input table here basically of all these different time frames, and you will have this setting here. So right now, as you can see, that when I go to, I don't know, 1 minute, I need to go to settings and change this number. So I will do it so that you will have setting for 1 minute here, and you will input this 150 to specific column, and you will have this setting for all the time frames you like. So you will have when you change your time frame, this number pivot highs and lows will also change. So you will you won't need to change this every time you change time frame. But the way that I'm trading is that I have a split screen like this, and apply these indicators to all how is it spelled, apply these indicators to entire layout. So it will show me the same thing that I have here. It will show me here, and here I will work with, for example, 1 minute, and also Euro USD, and here I will be working with 30 minutes. So I have here setting of 150, so here I can have setting of 5. Okay, so again, wait for calculation, and since I have turned on this feature, this drawings that will be replicated to all layouts here, so you can see when I go here, I got also a symbol and crosshair sync in layout. So when I draw box here, it's also here. So this is the way which is most convenient for me. So when I see liquidity from this time frame, I draw it here, and I will see it also here. So then I am able to go, for example, to my entry time frame, which is 15 seconds. I can turn on my my indicator, which shows me my entries, and we can see that I got perfect entry here on 15-second time frame, and this were entry bars. So let me just open short position, open it on close of this candle, of this green one. So let me just place it here. Let's place stop loss here, which is about 4 pips. So this is scalping. This is not swing trading. And let's place the take profit to the opposite liquidity, which is here. And also remember that I switched to 15 seconds from 1 minute, so I need to multiply this by 4. So I need to type in 600, which is 150 multiplied by 4, and wait for calculation, and we can see that I have another liquidity here. So this will be my my take profit, and let's see how it ended, and it was a profit. Yeah, just this profit. Okay, so that's it. That's risk reward ratio of 4.8, but I think that I moved this a bit, so it's not precise, this entry. Now it's precise here. Okay, so that's it now. It's 5.11 return to drawdown ratio, and you could see that this was pretty nice trend. So you could see that we are in strong impulse move. This is very strong. This is very strong move, and we are looking for liquidity grabs here and continuation of trend down. So this is very good idea for trade. So that's it. This is the way I use these indicators. This is the way I trade. I didn't show you my strategies, but I showed you my approach and my indicator and the settings. So this video is mainly about settings of this indicator, and in the future I can go more in depth about this, about different trading approaches for different markets, for example gold, or I don't know, futures like mini S&P. Also there are lots of opportunities in cryptocurrencies. So this video was about indicator. I would like, if you like this video or if you like this indicator, I would be very grateful if you type it in comments, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, I wish you successful trading.